welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, you've teamed up with your fantastic co-star, Michael B. Jordan, once again. Tell me about your working dynamic.
It's so funny because we worked together quite a while ago now. I forget how many years it was, but it was at least 5 or something. And, whenever you kind of work again with another actor, you're kind of, and it's certainly someone who's kind of really catapulted themselves into kind of mega superstardom like Michael has, you're always kind of like going, is he going to be the same Michael that I know? Is he going to be different? Is he going to be like demanding? Is he going to have all these things that he needs that are superfluous to his job? But I was so enamored by his process, by the way that he approached this from a producerial point of view, by the way that he lifts people up, by the way that he commands the set, and by the way that he's done it, he's done it in a way which is representative of who he is as a human being. And I think the industry is calling out for that. The industry needs more people like him. And I'm just enamored by him, really. I'm kind of beyond impressed and proud. Sounds, that's the wrong word to use. But I was so impressed, really impressed. And he's the same old Michael, and he's committed and driven and cares about the people he works for and with. So I was thrilled. I was thrilled to work with him again. Yeah, it was great.
Well, what's really interesting is that Michael plays John Clark, one of the central characters in Tom Clancy's books, which have so far been played by white actors like William Dafoe, for instance. So it must be great to be a part of a project that's really pushing the envelope with these boundaries.
I think it needs to, I think when I think of the Clancy universe, and these are certainly movies that I grew up on. They are products of their time, the late 80s and the early 90s, where I don't think diversity was particularly at the front of anyone's mindset, certainly when it came to making films. We're not there anymore. Even though this is still 90s IP, this is 2021. So how can we reinvigorate this? How can we bring other people into this universe who might not necessarily have grown up with these films? And how can we reflect not just society, but also the military? I really love Jodie Turner-Smith's character in terms of the fact that she is not only a woman in the military, but she's a woman of color in the military, and she's also in a position of power. She's the commanding officer here. She's in control. And that, even just that aspect alone was super important to me. And I know it was super important to Jodie as well. And I think it's reflective of where we are, and hopefully progressive, and hopefully, we can plant a flag for these kinds of movies and this kind of IP, how you can change it, adapt it, and move it forward.
Well, I love the idea of your process as well, from Billy Elliot to the CIA agent in a Tom Clancy adaptation. It's a long way, but your life is far removed from that. So tell me, how do you personally connect to this role? And what was your process, really?
I don't know. I mean, this character is so far away from who I am as a human being. He is a man who works for institutions which are morally ambiguous, who, they're kind of industries of death. They are industries of invasion of privacy, invasion of your sense of security. That their whole purpose is to root people out and to destroy, basically, for government mandates. So the kind of person that you have to be to work for something like that is not who I am as a human being. So I had to try and find things that were different about us. And there was a lot. Hopefully this is a character who you don't know what he's thinking. Hopefully this is a character that you don't know if you can trust. But hopefully he's a character who has an opinion and a perspective of who Michael's character is, that through the process of the movie maybe changes at the end. And I think if this is a man that can change his opinion or perspective, it maybe gives hope for anyone and all of us.
Well, I have to wrap, but I can't before asking you, are you going to be a franchise regular?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if they want more of this stuff. I know that obviously Amazon have their incredibly successful Jack Ryan show. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I think there's a lot of places to go with this, and certainly the movie leaves it very open-ended and ambiguous as to where it could go next. So we'll see.
I'm looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Jamie. It was an absolute pleasure.